Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Arran Articulates, the show where I articulate all of the problems in life so that you don't have to. I'll tell you what, I know I've mentioned it before a few times on here about parenting, but I got home today, right? I went to the shop and I thought, I'll get my little one some nice chocolate, some of the Kinder pack of Kinder chocolate. That'd be a nice treat for her when I pick her up. Honestly, if anyone's out there like considering having children, some advice for you, just don't. I bought her this pack of Kinder chocolate, right? She came in from nursery and that, fine, watched some telly, she had an apple, she had her brownie, and then I said, right, one more episode and it's bedtime. She was like, yeah, all right. I went, and Daddy got you a nice surprise. She went, oh, what is it? I was like, got you some of that chocolate you like. Went and got one of the bars out, took it in. She went, I don't like that one. And threw it on the sofa, like just threw it on the sofa away. And went, I'm going, and walked upstairs. What the Who acts like that? Do you know how infuriating that is? Imagine if an adult did that. Imagine if someone bought you a chocolate bar. And that Kinder chocolate's all right and all. I don't know why she's got beef with that. What would she want? What did she expect? She eats that. She likes that. Why has she got funny with it for? Imagine doing that to someone. Oh, I'll pick him up a chocolate bar on the way to work. Give it to him. I bloody like that. How inconsiderate. Oh, fuming I was. But honestly, my stress levels with my own kid is through the roof. Honestly, no excuse for that. No excuse for it. That really sort of spurred me on to do a show tonight because I'm in the mood. So, with that in mind, I'm in the mood for a rant. You don't want to miss out on this one. We've got cinemas, we've got bus fares, and the Elephant Man. Yeah, you heard it. The Elephant Man. See you after this.
Finally! Arran Articulates has come back to you too.
Welcome to Arran Articulates, the rant and king. Talks about issues that affect you and everything. Rants, rants, and even some rambles. All of the stuff that make your life a shambles. This is Arran Articulates, the articulation king. Even has guests on the show to see what they bring. We come live and uncut with a little rant. Cruel moms, you can rant. You are welcome here too. Like and subscribe to Arran Articulates and never miss a vid. Get everyone watching, including your kid. This is Arran Articulates. Welcome to the show. Now click that like button and let's just go.
Alright, I've made it quite clear in the past that I'm pretty crap when it comes to watching films, watching TV series, because quite frankly it comes down to time with me. I can never find the time to commit to watch a film. Now, there's a few reasons why that is. And I think one is because I'm scared I'm not going to like the film. And like really, this day and age, a film, hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours probably. My time's limited. So like this evening, I want to do this. And then I do want to play some Death Stranding. That's my evening. If I were to watch a film, that's the whole evening gone. And I may not like it. So that's the trap I've fallen into. Which is why I watch the same film, RoboCop, 50,000 times a year. Because one, I know I enjoy it. And two, I can miss bits if I want. I could probably tell you the film. I could do the whole script now in order, and it'd be fine. Like I can walk out and come back in. It don't matter. I've seen it. Doesn't matter. But a new film, I don't like to take that risk. And then the knock on of that is because I don't like to take the risk on watching a new film. I don't really go to the cinema a lot. And I was talking to two friends at work. One went to see that new Jurassic Park film at the weekend, said it was absolutely diabolical. So again, when he was telling me that, I was like, this is why I don't do it, because if I went and saw that, I'd be fuming with myself. I'd be absolutely fuming with myself if I started watching a film at the cinema and it was rubbish. I'd be like, why have I done this? Why did I do this tonight? But then you're there then, aren't you? I mean, having said that, I did walk out of when they remade Indiana Jones. I went with some mates and I walked out after about 45 minutes and went and got a pint. I couldn't sit through it. I'm not a big Indiana Jones fan anyway, but that didn't do it for me, and I walked out. So I have walked out of a cinema before, so I can do it. I have done it, and I will do it, and I'll do it again if push comes to shove. But I don't want to put myself in that position again. So I rarely go. I think the last time I went to the cinema was probably Infinity War, the Avengers one. That's probably the last thing I saw at the cinema, which is years ago now. So yeah, I don't really go. But having said that though, it's not like it was back in the day, is it? When I was like 15, right, I remember I could get to town, right? My dad could give me a tenner, right? That'd get me to town on a bus, return, right? Christ knows how much that is now. Like $4.60, I think. Return might even be more. $4.60 if it's over a fiver, but it's definitely like that for a return on the bus that's probably late, stinks, packed. Nah, not for me. I'll take my car. They keep banging on about people using their cars less, like don't use your car as much and use public transport. How about you sort the public transport out first? Then we might consider it. But I ain't using that, and I'm not doing that on a return for like, if it's that amount. Stupid money for a bus. It's like, that's mental, innit? But I used to be able to. My dad used to give me 10 quid, and that used to get me a return ticket on the bus. I could go and watch a film at the cinema, and I'd probably have a bit of money left over to get a little snack at the end or something, all for that £10. You'd be lucky to find somewhere to park for a tenner now, wouldn't you? Joke. But like, you go in there, like, and it must be about 13. I think my mate who I was talking to, well, I think he said it's about 13 quid. Although the other mate I was talking to, he's bought one of them like membership ones, and it's cost him the same amount. He'd only have to go twice, and he's made his money back. So maybe that might be the way to do it. But he was on about like, new Superman's coming out, and I was like, yeah, but if I don't like it, I could just watch RoboCop again in my own home. But like, you go there, 13 quid or whatever to get in. You go through. Good luck buying food in there. People saying airports about, you tried buying a pack of minstrels in that place. Yeah, that's $14.98, mate. Well, it's only a bag of minstrels. Yeah, well, do you want them or not? Yeah, can I get a milkshake as well? Yeah, that's £26.99. Or you can get the milkshake and the minstrels combined for $52.99. That's dearer than if I bought them both separate. Yeah, I know. Right, do you want the deal or not, mate? Yeah. People buying hot food in there. You can get like hot dogs and stuff now. People sat there eating a bloody hot dog. Do you know what I'd rather do? I'd rather go in there and take with me like a solar charger, connect it to like a portable stove. I'll cook my own in there. Start charging people. I could go down the front, right? Plug it into like a solar charger that's powered. Little portable stove. I'll bring a pack of like burgers and hot dogs with me. Stand at the front. Who wants hot dog for, like, I don't know, quid hot dog? I reckon you'd sell loads. Take the condiments with you, cook at the front of the cinema, get it done during the trailers and that. Sorted. No one's watching the trailers anyway, just cook a load of food. I reckon I could do that. Do that easily. Those trailers crack me up as well. I don't know, like, I've always thought this. You know the guy that does pretty much like 90% of the voiceovers for the trailers. You know, the main guy, the in a world where one man can overcome power. That one. Coming soon, rated 18. Him. He's cracked me up for years, because I assume it's the same guy. And I always thought, does he talk like that all the time? Like, forever? That's his voice. He just walks around that's how he sounds. He just sounds like the guy doing the trailers. Like, Christmas, people unwrapping Christmas, like giving him his Christmas present. Yeah, Dad, open them. He's like, wow, pair of socks. Let's see if they fit. Right, tries them on. Too small. Not to worry. Like, is that how he's doing it? Like anything. I'm thirsty. I'm going to go get a drink. Just doing a voiceover the whole time. Just sounds like he's in a trailer. But yeah, he's always made me laugh. But like, and then people in there just annoy me. Like, oh, shut up! Like, it just goes through me. It does. And then like people moving about. I'd have to go on the end row anyway, because I will need a wee. I'll need a wee, even if I don't need a wee. My head will go, right, I can't go for a wee for the next hour and 45 minutes. I'll spend an hour going, I'm going to need a wee, worrying that I'm going to need a wee, and then eventually need a wee because I've talked myself in that I need one when I don't even need one. I do that all the time. So I need an end seat so I can go for a wee. Then I'm going to miss something that I haven't seen anyway. That annoys me. I'd rather just stay at home and watch it at home, to be honest. But then if I do that, I won't watch it. So that's why I don't see anything. I just think it's a bit of a workup, and I just think it's a bit of a hassle. There was a woman. I went with my mum once to go and see one of the Oceans. Like Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12. Actually, I'll talk to you about Ocean's 12 in a minute. Ocean's 11. I think it was Ocean's 11. And there was a woman in the audience, right, who clearly, bloody loved George Clooney. And every time George Clooney came on the screen, she was going, oh my God, love. Really? Really? Oh. Go have your orgasm somewhere else. Watch it at home and you can fudge yourself stupid, can't you? Not here in the cinema, love. Imagine if I'm sat there watching something with Scarlett Johansson in it and I'm sat there going, oh, you'd be tucked out, wouldn't you? They'd be on you straight away. Oh, this guy's making perverted noises every time Scarlett Johansson's in. Off you go. She's going, God, strew. Ocean's 12, though, right? If you remember Ocean's 12, so they do it. Ocean's 11's brilliant. It's the casino one. They rob the casino. Great. Ocean's 12, if you remember, they have to steal a bit of art. I'm also trying to pull this out of my brain here because I've mentioned it. Totally off topic, this one. They have to steal a bit of art, and it was a good film. Don't get me wrong, but if you remember, Julia Roberts is George Clooney's wife in that film, and in the film, right, they use her as a distraction because she looks like Julia Roberts. Do you know why she looks like Julia Roberts? Because she bloody is Julia Roberts. How does that work? I was really enjoying that film, and they did that, and I was like, oh, come on. Really? Is that where we're at? That's what you've come up with? When they were doing the script for that, did no one think when they read the script out? And as a distraction, your wife, George, in the film, yeah, is played by Julia Roberts, yeah? Yeah? That's the distraction. Sorry, what do you mean? So they use her as the decoy because you're going to pretend that she looks like Julia Roberts and and then people will be concentrated on her whilst the job goes on. Hang on. So, but she is Julia Roberts though. Yeah, I know. But in the film, she's not. But she is though, because she is Julia Roberts. Yeah, I know. But in the film, she's playing a character and we want the character to look like Julia Roberts. But she is Julia Roberts. Just this is a terrible idea. But that annoyed me with that one, Ocean's 12. But I also would rather now, I was thinking back, do you know what I really miss? VHS tapes. I miss, and not just the tape, I miss bloody cat hair. Those cats, one of them's molting and he just leaves. If you went round, right, and picked up all the fur that cat leaves around the house and stuck it all together, you'd have another cat. I mean, it wouldn't do a lot, would it? But you could make another cat out of it. What was I saying? VHS. So I don't miss the tape itself, and I certainly don't miss the quality of it. But what I do miss is the rental shops. Now, there was one near my mum and dad, right? And you could go up there and you could rent a film out. But certain films, the new ones weren't in the deal. But say they'd been out a couple of months, whatever. 3 films, 3 nights, £3. You can't go wrong with that. Now, if you want a good catchy slogan as well, that has stayed with me since I was 6. I'm 34 now. That's nearly, why can't I work that out in my head? 6, 16, 26. If I was 36, that's lasted 30 years, that slogan. And I remember it now. 3 films, 3 nights, £3. Like, brilliant. You know what you're getting there, don't you? You know exactly what you're getting. 3 films for 3 nights for £3. You know when you got to take them back, because if you go into the 4th night, that's not in the deal, is it? Good slogan. But we used to go up there and pick films out, right? And that shop gave me one of my best childhood memories. This isn't going to be what you think it is either. But it was a joke that it developed with my dad. And you know when you think back to your childhood and it's really blurred and you can only remember certain bit. This I can remember clear as day. We still laugh about it now. And it was just the funniest thing. So Mum was like, "I'll go up the thing in a minute and get some films. Let's watch a film tonight. We can get, oh yeah, we'll do the 3 films, 3 nights, £3. Yeah. Bear in mind, I'm like 6, 7, right? So she'd been banging on for ages, right? That she wanted to watch The Elephant Man again, right? You know the film with I think it's John Hurt plays the Elephant Man. She'd been banging on. She wanted to watch it again. I'd never seen it because I was like 7, and she was like, "Oh, you'll love it." And then she like told me about the Elephant Man, like the whole story of him. And like it was a true story, and like he had this horrible disease, and he was called the Elephant Man, and he was in a circus show, and people used to be horrible to him, and I was like, oh yeah, I'd like to watch that actually. So we go Dad goes up there, right, picks the films, comes back, like so she said that in the morning, like, and then like he went up later on in the afternoon. So that conversation's sort of been forgotten really. He came back, right. So I'm sat in the lounge, right. Mum's sat in there as well. Dad walks in. Mum goes, "Get films." He went, yeah. She went, "Was the Elephant Man up there?" And my dad went, as quick as anything, "Was the Elephant Man up there?" And my dad went, "No, it was his night off." I think it might be funnier when you were there. But whenever all 3 of us like crying with love, but it was that quick, and then it was just the image of having he works up there. Like, "You're right, mate. Can I get the 3 films? Can I get the 3 films for 3 nights for £3?" "You can't have this one. It's not part of the deal." Oh God! Right, I'll try and bring myself back together. But that really did. Honestly, it's been a family like between me, mum, and dad. That's gone on years. That joke, years. But if a film ever If a film ever needed a remake, though, I think that film's it. Because actually, it's quite a good film, and it tells the story well. But I'll tell you, I think this day and age, that story, and the fact it is true, like that story has sort of been lost. It's sort of been forgotten, which is ironic, really, because he didn't forget anything, did he? An elephant, they don't forget, do they? Right. Okay, right. I bring myself back. Right. So, but he also, I think it's a bit harsh. Like, all right, okay. He's got this disease, and obviously back then, that's what life was like, wasn't it? You had, like, there were circus freak shows, and people used to pay money to watch these like freaks. And that's not how we live now, obviously, and good, and so we shouldn't. But it always concerned me that if you see pictures of him, right, and in the film, I've never really thought that he looks much like an elephant. I just think it's not the best name. Like if they called him that, I just don't think he looks like an elephant. I'll put a picture up on here. I don't think he looks like an elephant. If anything, I think he looks more like cauliflower than he does an elephant. I've never thought he looks like an elephant. What's he got there that resembles an elephant? Nothing. I don't know why they named him that. But I guess they couldn't name him, even if they thought he looked like cauliflower. They probably just thought, well, it's not very catchy. Oh, come one, come all, come and see the cauliflower man. Well, it's intriguing, though, isn't it? It's intriguing. I think you'd still watch that if you were into it back then. You'd be like, oh yeah, I'll watch Cauliflower Man. In fact, I'd be a little bit annoyed if I was an elephant and I heard that they had named him after me. Like, imagine like load of elephants walking over like Africa, like one of them like that. Ellie, like that, yeah. You ow, what? I walked on a thorn. Oh, you see that? You see that new film? You see that new film? It's come out. No. The Elephant Man. The Elephant Man. Yeah, Elephant Man. What's it about? Wow, it's about a circus freak show, and there's a guy with a disease. And it's horrible. He's horrible, really. I feel really sorry for him. But they called him the Elephant Man. Why is that then? Because it made him look like an elephant. No, you got a picture of him. Well, has he got like a trunk then? No. Huh. Is he grey? Nope. He got big like Dumbo ears. Dumbo at the back like that. Piss off! Like, they're no bigger than yours. Shut up, Dumbo. Big ears? Nope. Does he eat a lot of buns? Is he nosy? Maybe that's where the phrase came from. Chunky want a bun. Just John Merrick running around London, getting in people's business. Like, what are you talking about? All right, Chunky want a bun. God. So he doesn't look nothing like us then? No, you got a picture of him? Yeah, I'll get him up. I'll get him up on my thing. How do they do that? I don't know. They've got hands after. Right. Oh, there's my phone. He's looking up there. The Elephant Man. There, looks like that. Oh, come on! What are they calling him after us? We don't look like that. No, I know we don't. I know why you're angry. If anything, he looks more like cauliflower. He does. Oh God! Right. Have we covered cinema, bus fares, and the Elephant Man? I think we have. I think we're at the end of the show. I can't do no more on this. Right. Thank you everybody for all the likes, all the subscribes. Keep them rolling in, keep commenting, keep sharing it out there. This has been Arran Articulates with with the Elephant Man. See you next time. Take care. Ciao for now.
Finally, Arran Articulates has come back to YouTube.
Welcome to Arran Articulates, the Rant and King. Talks about issues that affect you and everything. Rants, swings, and even some rambles. All of the stuff that make your life a shambles. This is Arran Articulates, the Articulation King. Even has guests on the show to see what they bring. We come living uncut with the little rant crew. Longs you can rant, you are welcome here too. Like and subscribe to Arran Articulates and never miss a vid. Get everyone watching, including your kid. This is Arran Articulates. Welcome to the show. Now click that like button and let's just go.